It's Nolan. Now, before we get started, make sure y'all hitting that like button. Make sure y'all sharing it on your respective platforms. Let somebody know what we're doing today. Now, let's get into the show. What's going on, beautiful people? It's the kid J Nolan here. Welcome back to another episode of Inside the Industry, your number one source for music, entertainment, commentary, and breakdowns. Hope everybody's doing well out there this evening. Oh, man. Was not expecting to make this video today. Was not expecting to receive the news that we ended up getting today either. Before we get into it, if you have not already subscribed to the Retired Bowler channel over here on YouTube, go ahead and do that. The 1v1 challenge did take place today. Video will be dropping tomorrow. I'm not going to tell y'all what happened. Y'all just got to tune in. But fuck with me over there if you're interested. If not, it's all good. You know what I mean? It's an acquired taste. But let's get into this whole Megan Thee Stallion, Klay Thompson situation, man. So earlier today, a couple hours ago, Megan Thee Stallion came out and officially let it be known that herself and Klay Thompson are no more, okay? She called him out for cheating. She called him out for interesting mood swings and poor treatment during the NBA season. For those that may not follow basketball all that closely, Klay Thompson has been on the decline for the past few years. He is an aging basketball player, not aging in terms of the life cycle, but the life cycle of an NBA player in their terms. He's been going backwards. You know what I'm saying? That's why Golden State was okay with getting rid of him, because they saw it and they weren't willing to pay him the money, even though, you know, he had put in a lot of hard hours and dedication and contributed to those championships that they won over there. They had no problem with parting ways with him and letting him go to Dallas, right? So it seems that Klay Thompson hasn't been dealing with his decline in the NBA all that gracefully, although he may present that way. She's saying that he had these mood swings and she was treated poorly as he had his NBA season, right? She also claims that he proceeded to get cold feet, not sure if he wants to be monogamous or see one woman and all of this jazz. And she decided to come out and put it all on the flow today. So I'm guessing she caught him in some shit. You know what I'm saying? Now, again, this is especially surprising because many of us had very high hopes for the Klagan relationship, for the Klagan union. You know what I'm saying? When they let it be known last year what it was a momentous occasion. You know what I mean? Started seeing them together. They went public. They were training together, two athletic people. Of course, he's athletic. Megan is athletic in her own right. She's very dedicated to the gym. She's been eating good, diet, all that different type of stuff. Being more selective on, you know, the types of things that she consumes. And it was a good match. You know what I'm saying? Looked like they had good chemistry. Two powerful, successful people linking up at the, you know, I wouldn't say height of his career, but, you know, nonetheless, he was still in a good space, right? And, you know, they were met with interesting energy when they first came out. A lot of people felt like it was only going to last but so long. People just wished them bad off the rip. And I ain't like that shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, hey, if it goes south, it goes south. But like, what type of shit y'all on, you know? So their relationship proceeded. She supported him in the off season. You know what I mean? She documented his off season. Well, she was in the gym herself and she partially documented some of his off season training, going and playing golf, swimming pool, you know, all types of stuff like that. And they seemed to be happy. She seemed to be fucking in bliss. You know what I mean? Found a good guy that actually gave a fuck about her and fucked with her the strong way, the long way. You know what I mean? But unfortunately, it was a good time, not a long time, you know? So let me go ahead and pull up the Instagram story that Megan put out today, letting us know what the hell's been going on. So here it is. She says, cheating had me around your whole family playing house, which I must say, no lies detected there. That was also documented. Um, Family seemed to love her. Daddy seemed to love her. Mama seemed to love her. They was yucking it up, eating up all the food, had her cooking on holidays, doing Thanksgiving and Christmas and any other opportunity that they had, they was loving on that Southern food. You know what I'm saying? Um, Post with the family, the whole nine. So she said, you had me with your whole family playing house. And then you got cold feet, quote unquote. Maybe that's his word. Maybe that was his phraseology because she put it in quotes there. So maybe he said he got cold feet. Holding you down through all your horrible, all caps, mood swings and treatment towards me during your basketball season. Now you don't know if you can be monogamous. She put quotes around that too with multiple question marks. Okay? Horrible mood swings in all caps. It's fucked up, man. That's fucked up. Now you don't know if you can be monogamous. So now it sounds like Klay is trying to sex away the pain. Sound like he don't know what the fuck to do. He's in a midlife crisis, perhaps. I can't put that all on him. But that's just what it sounds like from the positioning here. You know what I'm saying? Sounds like he's going through something and he wanna try other flavors, right? Probably I don't know. I don't claim to be an expert on Klay Thompson's life. I don't know what his situation was when he was at the height of his career, whether he was in a dedicated relationship or if he was single, and maybe he feels like his best play, his best moments in the NBA were more so when he was single, free, roaming, getting some of that strange from city to city, and then going and performing. I don't know, right? But she says, bitch, I need a real break after this one. Bye, y'all. So she says she needs a real break. Now, understand, Megan's been doing Broadway, and we just saw that she had a situation while performing on Broadway where she was going through extreme exhaustion, um, and was nearly about to pass out on stage, working herself to the bone, going through that Broadway schedule. It's rigorous. It ain't the same. It ain't what you used to. You know what I mean? Doing multiple shows a day, that shit ain't nothing nice, right? So we saw that. She said that she was going to need a break. They gave her a couple days off. She went right back to doing it, fulfilling her obligation. She's also been working in the studio trying to finish up Act 3. The fans are highly anticipating Act 3, but unfortunately, it seems like it may not be coming as soon as we would have hoped because she says she needs a real break. Not to mention, a lot of the album that she was making for Act 3, she said it was going to be very different. And not to mention, a lot of that music, I would assume, was caught up in that bliss. You know what I'm saying? So we got the Lover Girl record. It charted well on Billboard. It was a love song. It was all about her man, my man, my man, my man. You know what I'm saying? Some people liked it, some people loved it, some people hated it. Some people didn't feel like it was what we needed at the time, but it was how she felt at the time. Now, not so much, right? So she says she needs a real break, which means that she may take some extended vacation time after doing Moulin Rouge. So who knows when we'll actually get Act 3. I know that she said that the features and stuff were getting completed and all that good stuff, but she is independent. So the good thing for her is she's not on a label's timetable. She is able to create her own schedule, her own release dates, her own everything. So at least that's working in her favor. But unfortunately, she seems to be heartbroken, especially cheating, uh, violation of trust, violation of that bond that you thought you was building with somebody just to find out that they've been on some other shit. Anybody can relate. I don't give a fuck. You know what I mean? Now I understand some people just don't like Megan Thee Stallion. and this is gonna be another gotcha moment that they're gonna try to throw in her face and be like, "Oh, see, I knew he never liked you like that. He was a mixed boy. He didn't really like real black girls. You came here telling us how happy you were. You was faking it." Some people thought they was in a relationship contract or some bullshit, whatever they had going on. So I feel like a lot of people that already don't give Megan a lot of grace, they're gonna use this as their moment to come out and dance on rain on her parade and dance and get a few minutes of joy in their miserable ass lives. You feel me? But nonetheless, that's what we got here, right? And again, I had high hopes for their relationship and really wanted them to excel. Furthermore, TMZ put an article out earlier, and they actually spoke to a rep from Megan's team. And the rep said this, and they spoke on behalf of Megan basically here. So it says, I've made the decision to end my relationship with Klay. Trust, fidelity, and respect are non negotiable for me in a relationship. And when those values are compromised, there's no real path forward. Excuse me. I'm taking this time to prioritize myself and move ahead with peace and clarity. Okay. So those are the words coming from Megan's team to TMZ via Megan. And she says, trust, fidelity, and respect are non negotiable, all things that she called him out on earlier. So we'll just have to see what Megan's next move is. Of course, we do know that NBA is going through the playoffs right now. And, again, Klay got to figure some things out. And puts Megan in a position where she also has to figure some things out because, we saw them, I think they had put keys up earlier in the year or late last year. Looked like they were buying properties together and, perhaps moving in. Him playing in Dallas, that's right back in Texas. So it seemed like they were going in a positive direction. It seemed like everything was leading towards, a possible engagement, perhaps even a marriage at some point. But as of April 25th, 2026, all that seems to have crumbled down. Now, what I find also interesting is earlier in the week, there was a little bit of Megan's name circulating, not for anything that she did, but because of Sexyy Red. Okay. So I guess we'll talk about it here since we're on the topic of Megan. And I don't want to make a whole individual video talking about this subject. So they say that on Sexyy Red's Facebook, which I find very interesting that she's active on Facebook, same thing for Glorilla, was a post of Megan Thee Stallion performing at the DNC for Kamala Harris. And somebody said, this is the reason why Kamala lost. And Sexyy Red allegedly agreed, right? So this is the post that I'm talking about. This person says, this what made Kamala Harris lose. Hashtag CC with the cover the face emoji. And then you got Nate Savage, who people say is Sexyy Red, who says, no, for real. Right? Which I don't understand why Sexyy Red would be talking about politics in any way when she was out here doing a whole MAGA tour with a red hat talking about make America sexy again. And I can't believe people actually bought tickets to that motherfucker, was out there shaking ass, acting like it wasn't happening. But it is what it is. America is a fucking shit show. And right as that was making its rounds, we got Sexyy Red coming out from her official Twitter page. And she said, Mrs. Do and say what the fuck I want to. Cause ain't nobody gonna tell me what the fuck to do or beat my ass when I know I'm the baddest bitch in the whole wide world. Fuck you mean, bitch. Your favorite rapper, favorite trapper out everywhere. Okay? Now, if you don't understand that hashtag, I don't blame you, because that's her new project, her new mixtape that's out that I've seen absolutely no buzz for. But she's using it as a promotional moment. right? So it's like, I don't give a fuck what y'all say. Yeah, I said it, and what? Ain't nobody gonna tell me what to do or beat my ass. So when she could have taken the opportunity to debunk it and say, hey, y'all, that's not me. That ain't my page. That's fake or whatever, which people that been following that page would always say otherwise anyway. But that was her opportunity to try to, divert the attention. No, she said, I take it. I'm going to do and say what the fuck I want to, because who going to fuck with me? Who going to beat my ass? Think your career is whooping your ass right now, but since you're going to be on ice, man, you feel like you're doing your shit. But you out here hanging with the likes of Joey Badass as of late, as they say. So it does show that your level of celebrity has declined. But it is what it is. Just wanted to bring it up because I don't even understand where this came from, why it even came up. We're so beyond Megan Thee Stallion's performance at the DNC that I still don't understand why it would even be a talking point. But unfortunately, some people are just strange. Some people just weird as hell. She's always been weird as hell to me. You could go back a couple years. I've never fucked with Sexyy Red, even when all the other ladies were out here doing their thing, putting out albums. She was one that I just never cared for, never felt like her vibe was genuine, even though they try to make her seem like the genuine hood ratchet chick. I feel like she's a fucking co-op. I feel like she is, was damn near sent here for confusion. That's just me though. You know what I mean? But this just further solidifies how much of an agent of chaos she was, because where did you need to be beefing with Megan? And she's been kind of low-key throwing shots and little darts in Megan's direction. And Megan was still playing her fucking music live on TikTok a few months ago, not even feeding into it. Still supporting her, playing her shit. And then we get that. So, certified weirdo behavior. No surprise there. You see who she hangs with. You see who's the biggest act that still try to put her out there. It is what it is, man. Because even that nigga threw a shot. Sad times. But I tell you what, if you catch a couple strays on a new project, a new song or something, just remember, you can't rap like that. You're going to have to tell your story walking, because rapping is not your strong point. You can't twerk your way out of it. Okay? You can't STD your way out of that. So just be careful what the fuck you wish for, okay? But let me know what y'all think of all of this down below in the comments. Be sure to like and share this video. If this is your first time seeing me on YouTube, go ahead and subscribe to the channel, become an insider. I'll catch y'all on the next one, man. Wishing Megan the best, healing and all that good stuff, and come back stronger than before. You know what I mean? It's water under the bridge. You dedicated yourself to a situation. It didn't work out, but we all do it. You know what I'm saying? Bigger and better. All right. See y'all in a minute. Peace. Family over fame in this bitch, yeah. The glory of living righteous is setting in. My street knowledge and education's a perfect blend. Young mogul, independent, I've been setting trends. The first one from my family to be faithfully wed. Fuck niggas and the horses that they riding on. I see this shit from all angles like a polygon. I'll never politic in the drama be piling on. Father and great son acknowledged like I'm Bobby Bonds. Conversation with my lady about the paper route. 5-6 bank accounts every day I make it count. They down talking my commentary for hating now. Well, I can take it cause I'm bodying your favorite now, please. I could do this shit in my sleep. I been writing for these niggas, y'all read it and weep. I been fighting these niggas if you speak on the street. I'll turn your birthday party into New Year's Eve. Don't let me take it there. We ain't playing fair. This the ATL, Southside nigga moving furniture like Wayfair. Life on hold, no insurance for your healthcare. Lifeline gone, so you wanna be a millionaire? Well, let me tell you about this world I built. The women I dodged, the niggas that I read for filth. The sympathy calls, consulting for the stacks I built. I had